Now, I've been a Division 2 player ever since it came out, and I've also been a player of the first Division game. But I guess I can say that the second, it's the one I've played the most with some 2,500 hours of gaming. Now, it still amazes me how this game can, sometimes surprise you with things that are in the game that, even in 7 years of gaming, I had never actually seen. And I guess this would be one of them. Um, I mean, setting is just amazing in this game. Anyways, the purpose of this video isn't to talk about setting or graphics or anything like that. It's just that, as I was saying, as a 7 year gaming experience, um, I was always able to enjoy the game, but just at a certain level. Like, I've only gotten to be able to play heroic um, difficulty recently, and it is all a matter of experience and how you actually learn how to play and expect where the NPCs would be and how to kill them and stuff like that. But um, the builds that you play are actually very important, as we all know, because they do make a difference in the style that you actually apply to your shooting and your moving around the map and avoiding enemies and all that. So just recently, I've been, trying to get a gaming way that would assure me, survivability and also damage to the NPCs so that, I'd enjoy the game a little more and try the harder difficulties as legendary and heroic. So in that field is my attempt to put together a build that would fit my playstyle and like I said, grant me the chance to actually play at higher difficulties. So I was trying to reason out a good way to do that, and here's what I came up with. So here's the build. Now, um, my approach to builds is that of being able to survive and have a safe approach to the NPCs so that I'm not easily put down or in a condition where my armor goes down very fast and I have to hide. And, I'm not a quick player when it comes to, putting together all the keys and movements and maybe change an armor kit or use an armor kit. Sorry. Um, so I that's the main reason I don't play in the dark zone or PvP, for example. So, but my reasoning was I need to have enough armor and enough armor regen so that hiding behind something a few seconds would grant me to actually get my armor back. And so I was fiddling around with the pieces, and here's what I came up with. Now here we have the relax mask. I don't know. Okay, I'm Italian, so the game is in Italian. Here in Italy, it's called Relax. I think the game in English is different, but it's this one mask. This mask here. It actually grants you armor 5% and health 60%. And if you put together the three pieces, then you have armor regen 2%. Now I kept it as a main core on armor, and the rest is crit hit damage. So as you can see, I actually um, think this is a good piece set up like this. Um, it's a specific item that you don't just drop, but whenever you get a chance, just try and drop one. Really useful because you can actually get two mods in there. So this is one. And going forward on that same Gilligard assembly, I got this one here. Now, I would have appreciated with crit hit damage, but it came up like this, and so I just fixed it with crit hit damage. As you can see, I modded it, and the rest is health. Now, the third piece with this Gilligard setup is this one here, and knee pads as well. I would have appreciated maybe some crit hit damage, but maybe you're luckier than me and you can get that. So I changed it into having one crit hit damage. The rest is resistance to explosive. Um, as for the Golan gear, here we are. This is not the best chest piece. Obviously, you can see it. Um, Weapon handling is the first one, 5%, and then I have 3.7% crit chance, which is not that good. I could improve it. I never got around to it. And then crit hit damage is the third, actually the mod. Um, Now the talent on this one here is Intimidate, and it grants you maximum of 9 stacks with 4% weapon damage for enemies in the range of 10 meters. And this is actually really useful in this build because it really fits the talent that this weapon has. It now Chameleon grants you 20% crit chance and crit damage for 45 seconds when you hit an enemy to the head 30 times. Actually, it's 50% crit damage and 20% crit chance for 45 seconds. So, if you were good at aiming at the heads, then this is quite easy to attain, but when you're really close, enemies are actually easier to hit on the head. So most of the time you'll have a chameleon that actually gives you a lot of crit chance and a lot of crit damage. If you're further away, then your chance is best at the larger target, and so you probably go with the body. And for 45 seconds, you get 90% weapon damage if you hit the enemy 65 times. Now it's a little more than one magazine, so when you reload halfway through, you're doing that damage. And the third one, if you hit them at the legs, 150% reload speed. Now, Chameleon has been improved lately, and I think it's probably the best weapon so far. It's really quick, 900 bullets per minute, and damage-wise, it's quite strong, especially when the talent kicks in. So as I was saying, this talent actually fits it really well because it increases damage for the weapon, and it's really easy to obtain. So that weapon just becomes a laser beam. The last piece is gloves, and we still have golden gear just to have the regen. So now we have 2% regen here and 1.5 here, so it's 3.5%. And I haven't made the math for this, but uh, you know, you will never be in trouble. This build can take anything. Really, you can face tank enemies, even in legendary content. So as I was saying, all you need to do is just pick up those drops, and this talent is just helping you with bonus armor, with skill efficiency, and weapon damage. Now, the other thing is that you get a plus 1%, actually, sorry, 0.1% armor regen for 5 minutes. And you can stack this 30 times. So it's another 3%. And when you get the build to actually full capacity, you probably have 60% extra armor, and you're dealing out close to 1 million damage per bullet. So this thing is really quick. I think if you are following me and you've seen other videos, the last two videos are really short, and I put them together just to show you how quick this is. I'm face tanking legendary enemies, even the Chungas. They can't do anything. You know, if you work out with this, you really there's nothing I can say. I mean, look at it. You know, you get the coils, you get the shield strength, and then you get 1% here. So, you know, let me just show you. Let's find something that we're in heroic. So, you know, and you can see the gun hasn't shot anything in a while. So let's just get down to it. You know, all you need to do is just get the drone to go. They'll catch fire and you're shooting. There. Now, this guy just hit me. I have no shield anymore, but look. This thing is quick. Okay. I'm on fire. Doesn't really matter. You know, as soon as they'll go down, and they won't be able to do anything because they're just busy trying to stay alive. Look at them. Now I've got my armor back. There you go. I don't need anything else. Damage is 500k per bullet, as it is. Look at this. And look at my overdrive. It's just stacking up. It's going by itself. I mean, the fact that they're on fire. Now this is done. What did it take me? 15, 20 seconds? Maybe a minute. Done. You see? Now this is legendary, and I promise you, you can put this build together on any of your characters, even, you know, if you create a new one and you get shitty pieces. Now I could show you, I have other characters, and they all have, you know, pretty much the similar build. If you don't have the exotic backpack, really you don't need it. You just set in another Golem gear and you're set. But I mean, look at this. They can't do anything. They're on fire. They really are. You've got crowd control. Look at that guy, not doing anything. I've got double my armor. As soon as I start shooting, he's down. And there's nothing you can do. Nothing. NPCs just will melt. Now, specialization-wise, I went with this just because, you know, you get this guy. And look at it. This guy is up for 430 seconds. Okay. It's, you know, by my you know, my count is like 7 minutes. You've got this drone up for 7 minutes. And if I delete it, look at this. 18 seconds, he's up again. 16, look. It's really a short time to wait. And like you see, I've got nothing into technician. I've got one, maybe, right here. Okay. So that thing is really strong. Now, just to show you legendary content, sorry, let's go to Summit. Just real quick. I've never been able to play Summit in Legendary or any other content in 7 years. It really it pissed me off because any single build I made, you've got the headshot, the mines, the status effect. You've got this build here. It just recently came into, the scene, and it's really strong. This one's really strong, but it won't last. As soon as they go around you, they'll, you're dead. If you got Chunga's throwing bombs at you or anything, as soon as they go around you, you're down. This one here is actually a very good build. It uses the same principle. It's just working on Bulwark's Foundry and the new knee pads. Really, really strong. I really like it. But it's not as effective, and I've tried it in legendary content. It doesn't really work the same way. I don't know why. This is another status effect, but as you see, armor is like down to 739k, so it's not going to last anything. You just need to be staying in cover and shooting every once in a while, and just I don't know, it's not fun. Not to me. This one's really good build. It works on pest. Bit pestilence, I think it is in English. But yeah, it's not working. This is an older version where I was trying something out. This one's really good, but it won't last in legendary content. And then look how many, I've tried pretty much everything, and this is the only one that works. Now, let me show you how. It's really, really weird the way that this game also sometimes it just I don't know how it works, but sometimes enemies just are really, really tough. Same enemy, and sometimes you need 3 4 magazines to take them down, and then you get a chunga and you take them down with like 2 magazines. I don't know how that works, but anyhow, got enough ammo. The chameleon is not loaded up with the ability, so here we go. Now they'll catch fire. This guy is going down in a second. Maybe not. Look at him. Look at him now. Gone. Now I've broken up his skill, and this guy's down. Now there isn't much they can do now. Look at this. Where's the other guy? Now I've figured out that running around makes them scramble, and so they are not as effective. And I'm not very good at shooting. I mean, you can tell. I'm not hitting him once, but as soon as I start hitting him, he's down there. Now look at the way that the build regens. It's just really, really quick. And it's due to the backpack. Now, remind we're playing in Legendary. I don't know, and I haven't seen many players being able to actually, FACETANK NPCs like this. Look at the build, how it works. I've got multiple source damage coming in. And look at this guy, he's like, oh, well, I hate them when it's like this, but he's down, finally. Okay, let me grab this. Look at this. Look at the amount of damage that I'm spending. There's nothing they can do, nothing. I get the shield out and start shooting. That's all I have to do. Shoot them out. Look at that. Down. Now I have to be careful. But look, I'll survive this. I'll survive this. I'll survive this, look. Just the time to get my shield back. There we go. And I survived that. Where are they? They're hiding, look. They know I'm coming for them. Let's go get them. You see? Crowd control? Now is the time. And he's gone. Okay, shield off. Now let's kill this guy. Let's get the shield back. I could die. But no, I'm not gonna die. Okay, as soon as I get one of those little arms, I get my armor back and they're all gone. They're not gonna survive. Now, he blew up in my face, so I need to just run around a little bit, get my armor back, and look at it go up. It just, you know, it's non-stop regen. It's because of the backbuck, because of the Gala Guard and the golden gear. I'm going to die this time. Okay, now it's time for the drone. As long as you get the, there you go. Now, what I do wrong? I moved in too close. Now, haha, we get the agents. Let's see how it goes with them. They're usually scared. Oh, he set himself on fire. The other one's stuck because of the drone. They're shooting from behind. Look at them. This is what happens with them. Now, these guys run a lot. So, let's get the armor back. Will I survive this? I have before. Look at him. Look at how much damage I'm making. He's almost down. And he's going to die. This guy. Now, you know, when you talk about crowd control, this is what you need. You need something that actually holds these guys still. And look, as soon as you get the overpower, look at them. All they can do is run. Like I said, legendary is the, you know, #1 test for these builds. If you can survive this, then you're safe and your build is working. Now, I've got a weapon here that actually deals 30% more damage to enemies on fire. So look at them. And he's down. He's down. He's down. There you go. Now let's get the other one. I don't think there is much I can say to convince you that this build works, you know, other than show you how I'm chasing these guys down, and you actually do feel like the hunter. You are the hunter in this game with this build. Oh, he's fixing himself, but he's gone. There you go. He's dead. Now, how did it work? You know, when you get low in ammo, then you can choose to go with this. Emmeline's Guard is just a great weapon. again, you got to try this. There's nothing much I can say. Now, just for the sake of it, let me show you the other character I have, where I have made pretty much the same build, but obviously with different quality, and works just the same. It works just the same. So, like I said, what I was looking for with these builds was something that would survive. And here, see, I don't have the relax mask. I don't know what it's called in English, but it's working just the same. This is actually the character that I generally use lately. It's my mule, but it's my test bench for, builds, and then I switch them over to the other one. And still, this one works just the same. Here, same setup, same weapons. This one has damage to the head, and the other one is damage to targets out of cover. And actually, this is the P90 I was talking about before. I thought I was having this one, but it was Emmeline's guard anyway. So here it is. I just hope you guys like it and try it. This is the way to go. Here it's actually set up in a little bit different way. You've got status effect and crit damage. Here you have armor regen and crit damage. Here you have crit chance and crit damage. Here we have crit chance and double crit damage. And here we have crit damage, and crit chance. That's all. So any way you put it together, this build works. As long as you spec into having crit damage and crit chance. And actually, let me show you statistics. I wouldn't go over 45% crit chance right here. So I kept it that down to 42%, and here is 136.5% crit damage. So, and as for armor regen, we have 73,000. And then here we have 561, and health regen is 2.8. And here we have, that's it. Yeah, pretty much that's it. So hope you like it. Hope you try it out. Smash a like. Bye.